Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the next game. LNF versus SASR. We're just waiting on the last of SASRs, to come in. They will be fighting to compete against each other to get into game 13. Looks like both teams are ready to rock and roll, both inside of the match, and we'll be kicking off any second now. LNF, Speed coming in for the first LNF. Alright, and we are away with SASR in blue, LNF in red. This is going to be one hell of a match to start off. These guys will be competing to see who goes through to the next round. Game 13 against DWE in the quarterfinals to push their way through. This will be going on February 22nd. The loser of this, regardless of who loses, will be going through to face off against D&B. Game 10 happening Saturday next week, 12 PM. Looks like SASR is making a solid push from Charlie on the way to Alpha. Through to Bravo, I apologise. And we have we're LNF, Shiratu. Let's jump in on Shiratsu. I'm going to butcher everybody's name, but that's perfectly fine. Smoke going everywhere, trying to find some shots, put down some damage. It looks like LNF, Vegemite for life and Full-Time Mum getting the first couple of kills. Danny Boy following up the backside with Full-Time Mum taking a two-piece there, looking at the kill board. Coming through the outside here, Old Doc Satan's going down, jumping to Music. Music trying to get that revive is taken down by Full-Time Mum. Full-Time Mum getting the three-piece, but he's going to go down to Saigon. Fresh Mayonnaise, Shiratsu pushing up through the outside. Escod there, getting off the revive into Full-Time Mum, keeping that kill streak going, keeping it alive. LNF making a push through to Charlie. The sound of that, we got bombers going over the head, which means there's going to be bombs falling on this map. It's an insta-kill if you get hit by one of them. One of the key features that DICE has put through. We got LNF coming through the outside, trying to get through that flank on the side, getting the flanky-panky. Alpha Huntress doesn't realise what's coming up behind her, and is going to get meleeed through with one of those, I'm not even going to pronounce, switchblades. Coming up through the back, Shiratsu's popping the smoke, getting the kills, knocking down Old Doc Satan like an absolute machine. Picking up that revive, and they're going to be pushing through that Charlie objective. SASR coming through the backside, taking shots. Full-Time Mum, Vegemite for life, getting under fire. No one's gone down yet. Music's kind of push up. Let's jump in on Music. Going around through the side, sees the shot, blinds it up, goes to the hit, gets 50, takes down Full-Time Mum, but he's going to get dropped by Escod, who's gone in for the revive. Taking a look over here at Charlie. Blacklisted's coming up. Dropping the smoke. Going through. Going to be meeting up with Fresh Mayonnaise. Fresh Mayonnaise dropping Blacklisted through the smoke. And the Charlie objective is currently being capped by LNF. Doing some serious damage here. The Super Saiyan God coming through. Getting some shots. Taking down Wizard. But doesn't manage to get the reload off and is going to go down. Full-Time Mum. Charlie objective being capped by LNF, who's taken it in their stride. Let's jump in on Alpha Huntress, who's currently under fire right now, trying to find a way to get past, but he's going to go down to Vegemite for life with the bar 1918. Coming off the back, trying to keep himself going left and right. Sidestep dancing like Patrick Swayze in Footloose. Wizard's going to be trying to get through, helping out Danny Boy to push it. Old Doc Satan's going to be running head-to-head with Danny Boy. Danny Boy taking the shots and dropping Old Doc Satan in his path. Fresh Mayonnaise pushing back. Ghostfangs trying to come up through the outside. He's going to be met up with Alpha Huntress, and Phyllis is in the house, dropping shots down. Red just absolutely lighting up the kill feed right now. Danny Boy getting another two-piece. On the line, Alpha Huntress going for the run. Phyllis in the house trying to make some shots, come through the smoke. Old Doc Satan's coming up through the back. Speed's going to be flanking around like a one-man army, dropping Alpha Huntress. Ghost is going to go around, try and get the shots, but he's going to be dropped. Dropped by Vegemite, coming through the flank, backing up his boiler Speed. Musico trying to do what he can, trying to push through, but he's going to get taken down by S-God. LNF not letting Charlie go, pushing SASR back into their spawn. And they're going to have to make a serious comeback if they want to get some tickets. With 159 in favour of LNF, 47 going on SASR. The Speed's absolutely laying down the law. It's just an absolute red fest coming up through here. Multiple shots going down. Let's jump in. Phyllis is in the house. Trying to run, get through the outside, help out his teammates. Fire down line. People popping smoke, trying to get through that wave. The Speed and Fresh Mayonnaise backing each other up. Musico again trying to go through and get the flank. It's absolute slaughterfest with LNF keeping the line in that wall. Alpha Huntress and Ghostfangs. Let's jump into Ghostfangs right now. Trying to fire what appears to be the Piet through there, but he's going to get dropped by Shiratsu. And Old Doc Satan trying to get his way through the outside, trying to make a push, trying to find a way to get his team some points, taking some shots from behind, trying to make it through, but he's going to get dropped by the Speed, who does not give up the flanky, panky left side without a fight, ladies and gentlemen. LNF is going to be capping this and claiming their first win on map 1, game 7. Ladies and gentlemen, that was brutal. 159 points to 0, favour of LNF. They're going to be taking the first map in their stride. SASR doing what they can to push it back. And we're going to get Fresh Mayonnaise, Danny Boy, Shiratsu, and Wizard getting the squad with only one death coming in from LNF. SASR has got to find a different way and a different tactic to flank around and work like a team to push LNF back. Going to be moving on to Aris, which is the home map selected by SASR. As we know, this is a good tanking map, and it's going to be here where we're going to see potentially SASR pushing back LNF. If they can get their armor through and stop LNF in their tracks, no pun intended, we might see this flip the other way and come across our first game of a tiebreaker. So go to the toilet, get your snacks, get your pizza, take a seat. Let's get back into some inventory, or let's call it inventory fighting. Alright, and here we go. That's right, Untamed. We're going to get some inventory fighting here. With 38 seconds left to go, everyone better rush back to where they started, because this is going to be a mad push, because SASR is going to have to do everything in their power to make it sure that LNF does not win this and give themselves another opportunity to make it through to round 3 where they can tie off in a tiebreaker. 20 seconds left to go. Both teams anxious to get straight into the guts of this. It's going to be interesting to see who gets in the tank on both sides. 8 seconds left to go. We've already got them starting to spawn in. LNF in blue, SASR in red. And we are underway with Speed going in for the charge, leading his team straight into Alpha. And we've got Saiyan God. Not sure if it's Saiyan or Super Saiyan, but this is how we're going to do it. They're going to cap the Charlie objective. They're going to make sure that that goes down incredibly quick. Who have we got here? JP Ghostfangs coming up towards the Bravo objective in his tank. And there, who's in the tank on LNF? We got Shiratsu pulling in through the back a little bit too slow. But we're going to have Fresh Mayonnaise and Wizard already capping the Bravo objective with Blacklisted. Let's jump in on him. He's going to try and one-man army straight through. Already taking the shots. Trying to find his way into the Bravo objective. And take that flag back. But he's going to get taken down by Wizard waiting in the wings with the STG-44. Immediately going around. Danny Boy and Wizard leaving the Bravo objective. Shiratsu pushing up with the Panzer IV. Valentine coming in from JP Ghostbangs. JP Ghostbangs taking down Wizard with a Valentine, giving him right across the chops with a bang, boom, and a pow. Alpha Huntress does go down to the Panzer IV. And here we go, finally with a tank fight off. Let's jump into Shiratsu, trying to find where he can line up that shot. Very careful to avoid that Valentine. If he's taking down Alpha Huntress and Phyllis in the house in one hit, getting the two-piece in there, ladies and gentlemen. Wizard Braid coming in to help him out. He's just poking his head around that corner, trying to find any way to get that lock shot. Ghostfangs, let's jump in on this tank. Doesn't realise that that tank is right across to his left. He could get easily flanked up through the side. We got SASR, turning the tables, taking both objectives. Looks like they're going in for the cap on Alpha as well. We got Wizard Bray sitting here trying to get those shots in. Finding his way around, taking the hit, throwing the grenade, trying to get as much damage as he possibly can to that tank. Here we're going to see both tanks in action. Well, Shiratsu's coming through the back, trying to get that flank through. Taking shots on Ghost, jumping on Ghost. He's taking the hits, trying to back up, trying to find that hit, trying to get his way out of the gate. 19 health and just makes it undercover. Alpha Huntress coming off the back, Blacklisted jumping out of that tank. Ghostfangs has got absolutely no heals on his. Shiratsu's making a push, trying to find the tank, trying to find the push, trying to find his way to drop that armor. It's going to be detriment to his crew. Takes out Blacklisted from the side, but he's blocked off ultimately by the out of bounds. Finds the tanks and starts laying it straight into JP Ghostfangs. JP giving it back to him just as hard. Ghostfangs has got to find his way out of this situation. Shiratsu's not giving it up. He's going charging headlong, taking the shots. JP Ghostfangs about to be hit, bails out of the tank, tries to get the repairs in. Shiratsu's coming around the outside, laying into him as much as he can, taking the shots. Ghostfangs goes down to Shiratsu with the Panzer IV. And that is SASR losing their tank to Shiratsu. That is going to be a massive hit as LNF now claims the final objective, pushing SASR back to their home objective. Look at all this blue on the flag, ladies and gentlemen. SASR has got to make a serious push up towards either Bravo or take the Alpha objective. Looks like we've got a few people spawning on the Bravo objective. LNF getting wise to them, starting to push up with Wizard and Fresh Mayonnaise, looking like they're coming around the outside. We got Old Doc Satan and Musico going to go help him. Shiratsu currently under fire. Danny Boy looking to get the shots, takes down Scion God. And the Bravo objective is going to go into the hands of SASR. Fresh Mayonnaise looking to try and get onto that objective, making sure that no one's coming around the flank on the outside. Danny Boy going in to help him, but Fresh Mayonnaise has decided he's going to push forward and help Wizard Brace. Alpha Huntress sitting behind the wall, hoping to God no one notices that she's there. Making sure that guard and Cabbage Patch kids are all looked after. Wizard Braid's right on the other side of that wall. Fresh Mayonnaise not knowing. Blacklist is going to spawn in, possibly give our position away. Fresh Mayonnaise meets up with Blacklist. Blacklist is going to go down to Fresh Mayonnaise. Alpha Huntress being sneaky, trying to stay alive, but is going to go down to Fresh Mayonnaise. Shiratsu's pushing through to Bravo. And they will take that Bravo objective. Aussie Warhammer and Musico. Let's jump in on Aussie Warhammer. Going in for that revive. Oh, but he's going to get dropped by Shiratsu. That is an absolute brutal hit, ladies and gentlemen. Being absolutely clapped with that tank back to Battlefield 1. His ancestors are going to feel that one. LNF going to go back through and try and try and push through on the Charlie, because they know that's where SAS is going to be going first. Blacklisted back into a tank. JP Ghostfang's giving it up to Blacklisted. Blacklisted is going to try and get the hits. Let's jump in on him. JP Ghostfang going to be sitting at the top this time. They're lining up, taking the hits on Shiratsu. Shiratsu taking it to the face like a champion.
Let's capture the objective.
Trying to use those AP mines. This tank battle's going pretty hard. Blacklisted on the 2 health left. One more hit, ladies and gentlemen, and he's going to go down to Shiratsu, laying it down. 2-0 on the tank. Shiratsu's cleaning up shot with the help of Danny Boy and Fresh Mayonnaise. Danny Boy obviously giving them the revives. But Musico and Aussie Warhammer's coming through. They're going to try and find their way onto the Bravo objective. Danny Boy and Fresh Mayonnaise holding the line. But we've got 4 people for SASR. Fresh Mayonnaise coming in like a one-man team. Push it through, getting the 2-piece on Aussie Warhammer and Musico. Can he look for the 3-piece? Trying to find that damage. Trying to find where he is. Beats up with the runner. Takes down the 3-piece, ladies and gentlemen. And he's going to make his way down to the Charlie objective. Charlie objective currently in the hands of SASR. Two people coming around the outside. Oh, and Fresh Mayonnaise trying to get the hit through, but gets taken down by the Lewis gun coming in from Musico, who's picked him up. Saigon, Aussie Warhammer dropping shots like it's their job. Inventory going down left, right, and center. Aussie Warhammer being the last. SJ Gods coming around the outside, picks up the kill, getting that 2-piece on Musico, and Aussie Warhammer going in for the revive, and they will claim this Charlie objective. 144 to 17 tickets. LNF steamrolling these first 2 maps. SASR doing what they can to fight back. Ghostfangs in another tank. Looks like they're in the Staggy Waggy Baghound. Coming through, trying to go for that Alpha objective. Do what they can to help him out. We got Vegemite, Shiratsu, Lespeed. Shiratsu, Vegemite, and Lespeed coming in. Shiratsu knows he's going to be face to face with that. Oh, we got missiles coming off. Ghostfangs using the last of the missiles. Doesn't have anything else. Trying to get away from that Panzer. Popping the smoke. 9 tickets left to go. Aris objective. Securely in the hands of SASR. They have capped every flag, but Bravo is going to be taken by LNF, who's currently on the flag with Wizard and Fresh Mayonnaise capping that back. Alpha Huntress looks like he's going for the revive with speed, and Danny Boy getting the kills, taking it down, claiming this Alpha objective. Phyllis is in the house while the house drops around him, trying to stay alive for his team. Sits on their staircase, but is dropped by Danny Boy with a Lewis gun coming up, clapping cheeks. 135 to 4 tickets remaining. SASR will not be going through to the quarterfinals, but will be going through to face off in the next round against Legend, taking place Sunday, 12 PM. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been one hell of a fight, but LNF will be making their way through. They will be going through to Game 13 against DWE, February 22nd, 12 PM Australian Eastern Standard Daylight Savings Time, I should say. And SASR will be going down into the game against Legend tomorrow, 12 PM. So the fight's not over, and tomorrow will be the first game in the losers bracket that we will have. Whoever loses tomorrow's game at 12 PM will be eliminated from this double elimination round, and we might just have the beginning of an underdog story with SASR being able to potentially push their way through and get to the finals, and maybe potentially meet up with LNF if LNF push through their way past DWE and get through to the finals. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going into map 3, I should say, Rotterdam. This was the tiebreaker map that was chosen randomly. And is it here that SASR will come back, clap back on LNF, and show that they will not go down without a fight? I do have to give a shout out to our sponsor. This game is sponsored by Salt. Every player knows that they need good salt if they want to play this game. And as the wise words of a good friend, Modest Pelican, everyone needs to stay hydrated because we all know when we get salty, we get hydrated. We need to get hydrated. Now, Modest, if you're listening, I've given you a shout out. You need to bloody give us a shout out here at the Oceanic Esports League to get more viewers on board. Get more inventory in the list. 25 seconds to go. Map 3 about to commence. And here we go. SASR in blue, LNF in red spawning in with 5 seconds left to go. And they're away. Who we got here leading the charge? It looks like SASR is going to be doing a split push with Cyan God, Aussie Warhammer and Music, with Old Doc Satan coming up the back to try and secure the Bravo objective. It looks like LNF's going to have the same idea with Shiratsu, Wizard, Fresh Mayonnaise and Danny Boy also coming up through the left side. Let's jump in on Aussie Warhammer, who might be the first one to see action from the SAS team. LNF comes onto the objective of the smoke, and the shots are fired. Wizard Bray taking down Aussie Warhammer first. Coming through the outside. Phyllis in the house, looking to try and see if he can get anyone down the flank. See if he can line up anybody coming through that smoke right now. Fresh Mayonnaise laying down the law, trying to get the shots, takes out Blacklisted. Going for the PO8 kill, doesn't get it, only gets to 75, but he does manage to get Phyllis, ladies and gentlemen. Against all expectation, he does manage to come around the side, rocking the Red Devil skin. Tries to get that reload in before it's too late, but does get taken down by Old Doc Satan. Fresh Mayonnaise getting that revive coming through. And they will just clean up shop right now. Bravo being capped by LNF. SASR, Aussie Warhammer, currently with Phyllis at the house, trying to keep that alpha objective. Saigon meets up with him. Danny Boy taking the shots, takes him down. Danny Boy currently on a rampage right now. Goes in to get the revive.
Gotcha.
Making a push through. And Alpha has just been absolutely swarmed through the hidden garden with LNF. Coming up through the back. SASR seriously needs to make a recovery push if they want to go through with this. Let's jump in on JP Ghostfangs if I can actually select him. Using that campy spawner. He protect, he attack, but most of all he can't back. And he wants that snacky snack. Taking the shots, trying to line it up. Nickel goes down, but he gets found out in the corner and he gets clapped like old McDuff. LNF Nickel getting the revive, trying to find his way through the window, having the same problem as Prez D from DWE. Obviously eating too much of that KFC. Not making it through the first time.
Objective Charlie is ours.
Take it! First aid!
Trying to make that flanky-panky push with the speed. Going back to the Charlie objective. Making sure that no one's around those corners. Sliding across the nuts like a Canadian finger skating mob. Just absolute elegance. But he's going to get shot from the front and dropped by Old Doc Satan, waiting with the MAB 38. Old Doc Satan shooting down the guts, keeping the Charlie objective. Oh, he's taken out from the back. Getting dropped by the speed with the STG-44. And this Charlie objective is going to be taken by the LNF, pushing through, dropping shots, taking names, clapping cheeks. But it looks like SASR has done their own little push, coming up through the Alpha objective, taking it with absolutely zero resistance whatsoever. A six-man, or five-man, one Wonder Woman, pushing through to the Bravo objective. LNF dropping the ball. Danny Boy and Wizard coming through the outside with speed. Going to be meeting up Music. Music's in a very dangerous position right now if he gets found. And here we go. They're meeting up. Old Doc Satan's the first to get dropped. Taking shots down the line. Danny Boy's looking to try to get the connecting kill. Goes in for the revive. Out of bounds like a champion. He is the battlefield right now.
I advise you to turn around, soldier.
What? You scared?
Rushing into the Alpha objective. Looking at Bravo here. LNF cleaning up shop. JP Ghostbangs. Phyllis in the house. Spawning in. Trying to get those hits. Looking to potentially revive his teammates if he can. Looking to try to get those connecting kills, but he's going to get shot by a Wizard waiting in the wings. S-God sitting on the Bravo objective. LNF. Nickel J, Wizard, doing what they can to keep that Bravo objective. Alpha Huntress and Ghostfangs will be going down. Taking a look at the Alpha objective, we got LNF coming through the outside. Danny pushing through, getting down Old Doc Saint. Phyllis looking to get those connecting shots. Currently the only person left on the objective. Goes head to head with Fresh Mayonnaise. Gets taken out. Alpha Huntress coming in, taking out Fresh Mayonnaise. Alpha Huntress on the objective by herself, but does go down, and LNF will claim the Alpha objective from the hands of SASR. 153 to 51 tickets in favor of LNF right now. They will take the Alpha objective, claiming the Bravo objective. SASR waiting for them to spawn in. There they go, making a mad push towards the Bravo objective. They need to work hard and stop trying to do all this flanky-panky around the side in the split push, because LNF is just working as a team to Zerg. And SASR just continually gets pushed into a position where it's one or two people against an entire team from LNF. Let's jump into Scion here. Saiyan God. The Saiyan getting saved by Music, but he's going to get dropped right after the revive. SASR doing what they can to hold that Bravo objective. LNF making an extreme Zerg push straight onto the objective. Fresh Mayonnaise going mental with that gun, laying down fire every which way, picking up the Bravo, and LNF is going to get revived. 150 tickets to 23. LNF standing as a massive, massive force to be reckoned with, claiming every single objective. Looks like SASR is going to try and make their final push on the Charlie objective, coming up through the flank on the left. Blacklist is going to be running straight into SJ God, who's right around that corner, looking to try and get the surprise kill, and he gets it, but gets dropped by the Speed, who picks up. Will the Speed try and get that pickup on S-God? Does go for the revive, manages to get it. Alpha Huntress getting dropped. And LNF coming in with 150 in favor to 0. Ladies and gentlemen, that was ruthless. That was brutal. SASR will be moving down to be facing off against Legend tomorrow at 12 PM. LNF going forward to Game 13 DWE on February 22nd. LNF getting the squad. And Danny Boy, Fresh Mayonnaise, the Speed. I've been your host, Noobalicious. Thank you for being with me. That was one hell of a game. Congratulations to both teams and well done to LNF once again. Next game will be kicking off tomorrow at 12 PM. And that game will be between C4 and... No, I apologise. That game will be between Legend and SASR, followed by the 6 PM C4 and DW to see who will be going into the quarterfinals against FL. Well done to both teams. I've been Noobalicious. Join us if you're not on our Facebook page at Oceanic Battlefield Xbox Community, and we'll see you in the next game.